Hello my dear students, welcome to your mathematics class with Ashu ma'am. Dear students, we are doing unit 9 of your NCERT book, that is data handling. Today I am going to explain you the bar graphs. Till now we have learned the pictographs. Now you all are familiar with pictographs, but now we will start bar graphs because sometimes it becomes very difficult or quite difficult to represent the pictures for the given data. For the small data it is okay to draw the pictures, but for the larger data it is not suitable to make the pictograph. So in that case we will use a bar graph. Now what do we mean by bar graph? Let's see. So dear students, bar graphs is what? Bars of uniform width can be drawn horizontally or vertically with equal spacing between them. Here you can see an example. In this example you can see these are the bars whose width is equal. ठीक है? Horizontally or vertically means we can draw them vertically or we can draw them horizontally with equal spacing between them. While making the bars, we have to keep the equal space between the bars. These standing rods are known as bars, right? Between them, equal spacing between them, and then the length of each bar represents the given number. Such method of representing data is called a bar diagram or a bar graph. So this is an example in which you can see the graph which is known as bar graph. In this we use the bars with same width, जिनकी width same रहेगी but of different length. Their length depends on the given data, and these bars are drawn by placing them by keeping equal distance between them. बीच का जो gap है वो same रखना है, and we will definitely mention this. And the bars can be vertical, means standing position, or we can make them horizontal, means sleeping position. So now today we will study this. So let us see. Now dear students, our first question of 9.3 exercise. The bar graph given alongside shows the amount of wheat purchased by government during the year 1998 to 2002. मीन्स कितना वीट परचेज किया गवर्नमेंट ने 1998 से 2002 तक, वो डेटा हमें बार ग्राफ के थ्रू दे रखा है. रीड द बार ग्राफ एंड राइट डाउन योर ऑब्जर्वेशंस. In which year was the wheat production maximum and the wheat production minimum? So dear students, let me first explain you how to read a bar graph. First of all, this horizontal line is known as x-axis and this vertical line is known as y-axis. And you must watch that what is represented along x-axis. X-axis के along क्या represent किया है? Years. And along y-axis they have represented wheat in 1000 tons. Means कितने टन wheat purchase किए वो यहाँ पर represent किए. And 1 unit length is equal to 5000 tons. एक unit length क्या represent करेगी? 5000 tons. So now these bar graphs are drawn using the graph paper. Dear students, we must use graph paper. Now what is given to us? Let us see the data. In 1998 the bar is, the height of the bar is, you can see the height, it is 15, means 15,000 tons wheat was purchased in 1998 because 1 unit length is representing 5,000 tons. Now in 1999 let us see the length of the bar, it is 25. यहाँ से देखना है, it is 25. Means in 1999 the government purchased 25,000 tons of wheat. Now in 2000 the length of the bar, let us see, it is 20. So that means in 2000 the government purchased 20,000 tons of wheat. In 2001, the height of the length of the bar is same, that is 20. That means in 2001 also the government purchased 20,000 tons of wheat. In 2002, the length of the bar, let us check what is the length. The length of the bar is 30. That means the government purchased 30,000 tons of wheat in 2002. Dear students, while studying the value, you must use a scale like this. Like this is the length. तो ये जो लेंथ दे रखी है, यहाँ पर आप अपना स्केल रखेंगे स्ट्रेट और देखेंगे यहाँ पर आपको कितनी वैल्यू मिली है. तो आप यहाँ से देख सकते हैं 30 इज़ द वैल्यू. सो सिमिलरली वाइल रीडिंग 2000 एंड 2001, तो आप ऐसे स्केल रखेंगे या कोई स्ट्रेट चीज़, तो आप देख सकते हैं 2000 और 2001 में द गवर्नमेंट परचेज 20,000 टन्स ऑफ व्हीट. 1999 में भी स्केल रखा है हमने यहाँ पर एज पर इस तरह से, and you can see the value is 25. So in this way, by using a scale, mention the values. Now let us answer the first part. The wheat production is maximum. When was maximum? So you can see which is the highest, which is the tallest bar. Which is the tallest bar? This bar is the tallest one. तो इसकी वैल्यू हम देख लेते हैं कितनी है. इसकी वैल्यू है, it is 30, means 30,000 tons. So in which year? In 2002, government purchased maximum wheat, that is 30,000 tons. In which year was the minimum wheat production? Production minimum, तो सबसे छोटी लेंथ किसकी है? सबसे छोटा बार कौन सा है? This one. In 1998. So let us see. Yes, it is 15,000 tons. So in 1998 we will write the answer. So while writing in notebook, write down the answer, questions answer like this. In which year was the wheat production maximum? In 2002 the wheat production was maximum. In which year was the wheat production minimum? In 1998 the wheat production was minimum. Now let's see question number 2. Now dear students, question number 2. Observe this bar graph which is showing the sale of shirts in a ready-made shop from Monday to Saturday. Here the horizontal bar graph is given to us. Again this is x-axis, ये x-axis होती है, and this will be the y-axis, right? On x-axis they have represented number of shirts sold, and on y-axis they have represented the days, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So now by using the scale, let us read the values first of all. So dear students, let us first write down the values. 1 unit length is representing 5 shirts. That means let us see on Monday the bar is this. So let us put a scale like this and see what is the value. Now check the value on x-axis, it is 50. So that means 15 shirts were sold on Monday. Let us check on Tuesday. On Tuesday it is 10. See, it is 10. So let us write down 10 shirts were sold on Tuesday. On Wednesday let us check, it is 20. See, it is 20. Right? So let us write down 20. On Thursday, let us check. This is the graph of Thursday. It is 35. As you can see here, it is 35 shirts were sold on Thursday. On Friday, let us check. Use the scale. It is 50. So 50 shirts were sold on Friday. On Saturday, let us check. It is 60. So 60 shirts were sold on Saturday. Now let us answer the questions. What information does the above bar graph gives? So what information they are giving us? They are giving us the number of shirts sold on the various days of a week, right? Then second, what is the scale chosen on the horizontal line? This is horizontal line. जो sleeping line होती है, this is horizontal line, and this standing line which we call y-axis, this is vertical line. Standing line is vertical, horizontal line is sleeping line. So what is the scale chosen on horizontal line? Horizontal line पर क्या scale chose किया है? They have chosen number of shirts sold, right? On which day were the maximum number of shirts sold? तो किस दिन सबसे ज़्यादा shirts sold हुई हैं? You can say 60, that is on Saturday. How many shirts were sold on that day? We will write 60 shirts were sold on Saturday because this is the longest bar. On which day were the minimum shirts were sold? तो सबसे छोटा बार कौन सा दिख रहा है हमें? This is the smallest. On Tuesday. So on which day? Tuesday. How many shirts were sold on Thursday? On Thursday, how many shirts were sold? 35 shirts were sold. So we will write down all the answers in notebook like. So dear students, we will write the questions first of all. Write down the complete question. Don't put the dash dash dash. Write the complete information. What information does the bar graph gives? This bar graph shows the number of shirts sold from Monday to Saturday. Then second question, what is the scale chosen? Scale क्या बताना होता है? Scale, this is 1 unit length is equal to 5 shirts. So what is the scale chosen on the horizontal line representing number of shirts? 1 unit is equal to 5 shirts. On which day were the maximum number of shirts sold? On Saturday, maximum shirts. And how many? So we have written 60 shirts were sold. On which day minimum shirts were sold? On Tuesday, minimum shirts were sold. How many shirts were sold on Thursday? On Thursday, 35 shirts were sold. So dear students, in this way, write down the complete question and answer in your notebook. Now dear students, our third question is observe this graph which shows the marks obtained by Aziz in half yearly examination. So here is a graph of the marks obtained by Aziz. हाफ ईयरली एग्जामिनेशन में अजीज़ के कितने मार्क्स आए हैं वो रिप्रेजेंट किए हैं बार ग्राफ पर. आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस. व्हाट इन्फॉर्मेशन डज द बार ग्राफ गिव? सो हियर इज़ द आंसर. बार ग्राफ से हमें क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल रही है? बार ग्राफ शोज द मार्क्स ऑब्टेन्ड बाय अजीज़ इन हाफ ईयरली एग्जामिनेशन इन डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स. यहीं से आंसर मिल जाएगा हमें. विच हटा देंगे. देन नेम द सब्जेक्ट इन विच अजीज़ स्कोर्ड मैक्सिमम मार्क्स. तो मैक्सिमम मीन सबसे ज़्यादा मार्क्स किस में आए हैं? तो वो देखते हैं कौन सा सबसे बड़ा बार कौन सा है. दिस बार इज़ द टॉलेस्ट वन. तो ये है हिंदी का 80 मार्क्स. सो विच सब्जेक्ट? नेम ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट इज़ हिंदी एंड हाउ मच स्कोर? 80 मार्क्स वर स्कोर्ड इन हिंदी. नेम द सब्जेक्ट इन विच ही स्कोर्ड मिनिमम मार्क्स. तो मिनिमम मीन सबसे कम. तो सबसे छोटा ग्राफ सबसे छोटा बार कौन सा दिख रहा है हमें? ये वाला. So this is social science is the answer, and if they'll ask us the marks, that is 40. Now we have a third part also. State the name of the subjects and marks obtained in each of them. So what they are asking कि हर एक subject के marks बताओ. So we will do the third part first by using a scale. So let us first take Hindi subject. The bar of Hindi is till here. तो यहाँ हम scale रखेंगे इस तरह से और हम देखेंगे कि कितने मार्क्स हैं. इट इज़ 80. सो वी विल राइट डाउन 80 मार्क्स. देन इंग्लिश का बार यहाँ तक है. वी विल पुट अ स्केल हियर एंड दिस इज़ इक्वल टू 60 मार्क्स. ही स्कोर्ड 60 मार्क्स इन इंग्लिश. देन इन मैथमेटिक्स लेट अस सी. इन मैथ्स ही स्कोर्ड 70 मार्क्स. देन इन साइंस लेट अस चेक. इट इज़ 50. So 50 marks in science. Then social science, it is 40. So in this way, by using a scale, you can calculate the marks obtained by Aziz in half-yearly examination in different subjects. So now let us write down the answers. How to write the answers in notebook? Let me show you. So dear students, in this way, write down the answers. Complete question. Do not put dash dash dash. Complete the question in your notebook. Like first question was, what information does the bar graph gives you? This bar graph shows the marks obtained by Aziz in half yearly examination in different objects. It is given in question. Second part, name the subject in which the Aziz scored maximum marks. So in Hindi subject, Aziz scored maximum marks. C part, name the subject in which Aziz scored minimum marks. So in social science, he scored minimum marks. Then in subject Hindi, he scored 80 marks, English 60 marks, mathematics 70, and science 50, social science 40. So in this way, do this question in your notebook and write the complete questions in your notebook. And draw the graphs also along with the question. So that's all for now, dear students. I hope the video is making your concepts clear to you. If you like my videos, share my video with your friends and comment on the video. Subscribe my channel. Thank you, my dear students. Love you all.